What's going on, YouTube? MikeyFB here, welcoming you back finally to the Q&A session that we have here. I asked you guys, what do you want me to do for a 1K special? You guys said a Q&A, and I left the poll open, or not a poll open. I posted a video, say post your questions here. You guys asked questions for the past couple days, and now I'm going to take some time to answer them as a thank you to all of you. So thank you guys again so much for all the support that you guys show throughout the video. If you guys do enjoy this video, though, make sure you hit that thumbs up. Share it if you like it so that we can spread the joy of the channel and kind of grow as a community. So let's jump right on into this. The first question we have, I'm going to start from the bottom and just go right up. What's your favorite Pokemon gym leader? Asked by Sturdy Skarmory. Well, Sturdy Skarmory, I really like Drayden. I like his little beard. I like his comb over. I hope I look as good as him when I'm as old as him. I don't know how old he is. And I love Haxorus. So I'm going to go with Drayden as my favorite. We got Lily the Llama. If you had a chance to do anything before you die, what would it be? That's a very good question. If I had to do any one thing, one thing that really sticks out on my bucket list is catch a sailfish. I have wanted to catch one for a long time. I'm a very avid fisherman. Not so much lately. I've been so busy, but I really wanted to catch a sailfish. Check it out if you haven't. It's like a blue marlin, but has a giant dorsal fin that's like just huge. It's a beautiful fish. I'd really like to do that, go deep sea fishing. I'd like to go, things like skydiving. I already did, one of the probably the biggest thing on my list, and that's get married to the love of my life. So I'm gonna go with, after that one now, it's gonna be catch a sailfish. So that's gonna be something hopefully maybe I can do within the next couple of years. Shoobs Gaming comes here saying, where do you work? I work at a dermatology and plastic surgery office. I'm currently stationed in the plastic surgery office. I was doing medical records in the dermatology office. It's about as fun as it sounds, but it's a good job. I love the people I work with now here down at the plastic surgery office. They're amazing. They're hilarious. They have a ton of energy. It's just a great community that we have where we can joke around all day. Like, it's not something, I don't dread going to work. I like being there. Obviously, I like being home. I love my wife. I love my life. I love my dog. I love it all. But I like going to work. I do. I really, and they make that possible. So that's where I work for the time being, at least. We have got Mega Pokemon Fan. Can we make a video together soon? It's me, Mega Pokemon Fan from Twitter. So Mega Pokemon Fan, what I would love to do on Saturdays, we do Sub Saturday here on the channel. It's about 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you, I don't know exactly what time zone you're in, but tune in then and we can battle on the Pokemon Showdown together. And I film it. I put everything in the video unless people ask me not to. So yeah, tune in for that. Hit me back on one of the Sub Saturday videos or on Twitter and we can make that happen. Oh, so we got a little, oh, hey there, Sophie. So we got a little bit of a guest star on the TV show on our videos today. So Sophie's going to be joining us, just hanging out. Get that hair out of your face, okay, baby? There you go. So let's see who else we got. What generation is from Royal Rapids? What generation is your favorite generation from Pokemon? My favorite generation from Pokemon is 5th generation. I absolutely love it. I love the protagonist. I love N. N is my favorite character. What's up, baby? You trying to get down? No, not yet. You just want to hang out? She just cuddles. She's such a cuddly little dog. I love the storyline. I love the Elite Four. I love the dynamics of the Pokemon League. And Royal Rapids also said, have you ever watched the anime? Yes, I used to follow it a ton when I was younger. I haven't really lately. No, we haven't, have we, Sophie? But I've been watching some of the stuff like the league battles. Like I watched the subbed version of Ash versus Alan, was it? I think it was Alan. So not so much anymore, but I used to. Snow Hero, what made you want to start doing YouTube videos? Well, a while back I was playing Pokemon. I got back into it come Black 2, White 2, and X and Y. I got really serious into Wi-Fi battling. So I started looking up Wi-Fi battling to try to get better. And I started watching Shofu and Shady Penguin. And I absolutely, I liked the way they battled because they were good. And then I got bored and I started watching one of Shady Penguin's Let's Plays and I thought it was really fun. And I kind of got immersed into that whole community to where I started subscribing to more and more people. And eventually I was like, this would be really cool. I love playing video games. Why not try to do what they do and play along with them? Or not play along with them, but have a play on camera and commentate and see if I was any good at it. And then one Christmas, my wife got me this laptop and really gave me that final little push to go ahead and start and try, and I've been loving it ever since. It's a lot of work, and at times it can be frustrating when things like editing goes wrong or somebody becomes irate. But, for the most part, I absolutely love doing it. Aegis Cryo Blue here, who says, what are your thoughts on Smash Bros. For Wii/3DS? What's your favorite gaming console? So I play it on the 3DS. I'm not very good. I used to be okay, but as you can see through the Sunday Fundays, I'm actually pretty terrible. What's my favorite gaming console? I love the Wii U. I do. I like being able to I like the Wiimotes for the motion control. I like the Wii controllers. So I'm going to go with the Wii U. Pika Play says, what was the first Pokemon game you ever played? What got you into the series? And what do you love most about Pokemon? So let's start off with the first part. It's going to be first Pokemon game I ever played, Pokemon Red. Way back when, 1996, I think it was. Was that right? Sounds about right. 96, 97, somewhere around there. What got me into it? I started watching the anime when I was a little kid. It was on, in the mornings, I think, and Saturday mornings as well. And then they had the game, they had the card game, did it all. What do I love most about Pokemon? I actually have an answer for that. I love the amount of ways that you can play it. I think that that's awesome. You can play for the story, you can go shiny hunting, you can fill the Pokedex, you can battle competitively. There's multiple tiers. There's VGC, there's Smogon, there's tiers within Smogon. I love the versatility of it. I think that everybody has a niche in there that they like, and because of that, it builds the community even further. So yeah, that's how I got into Pokemon. That's what I like about it, and that was the first game that I played. We got Stevie G, who has the question, do you have plans to do a Let's Play for Fire Emblem? Also, what do you think of the new Alolan Executor? So for Fire Emblem, I don't have any plans of that just yet. Eventually, I would like to, broaden my horizons for games. Right now, we're doing the Zelda series alongside Pokemon. Pokemon's kind of the main staple of the channel. It definitely gets the most support. I have a lot of fun doing it. It has a lot of replayability, which I think translates into longevity. So for now, no planned on Fire Emblem. I would like to play it though. I've heard a lot of good things about it. Alolan Executor, I mean, what's to say about long neck Stooges? Goofy looking. I'm excited to see how it does, how its stats are, and if they change the stats for the Alolan Pokemon. So we'll see what happens with that. Wisteria Diamond says, are you ignoring the leaks for Sun and Moon, or are you going to pay attention to them? Do you plan to do an LP for Sun and Moon? So, that's a question I was trying to avoid for the longest time, but thoughts, leaks of Sun and Moon. I do like to watch them. I don't like to watch leaks on a lot of games, but I like to stay up to date with Pokemon because I love to see the new Pokemon. For example, Mimikyu is now one of my favorite Pokemon. Top three for sure. Definitely. It's like definitely top 3. I love that. I love the design of it. But I do watch those. I think it's kind of cool to kind of get an idea of what's to come, as opposed to games like Zelda, Breath of the Wild. I'm trying to ignore those because I want to experience the game in an adventurous sense. If that makes sense. I hope it did. Because I like to know what's going on in the Pokemon universe, but I like to be surprised in other action adventure games. So I do watch the leaks for Sun and Moon. And do we plan on doing a Sun and Moon Let's Play? I don't know yet. Eventually, probably. I don't have a 3DS capture card, and I'm not really ready to spend a couple $100s on one. I do want to, so I guess it kind of depends in the next month how the channel does, and that'll really dictate whether I get one or not before Sun and Moon comes. Sparse with a P at the front says, what other games do you enjoy besides Pokemon and Zelda? It's pretty curious about this for a while. That's a really good question. I love a lot of Nintendo games. I like the fun goofiness of like the Mario games, Mario Party, Mario Kart, Super Mario. I like role-playing games, and I like action-adventure games. So that, Mario RPG from way back when. I like Final Fantasy. I love the Final Fantasy series. I like Borderlands. It's a much more vulgar game, but I absolutely love the way it's done. Claptrap, probably one of everybody's favorite video game characters, just cracks me up. I love those games. What else? What other game series am I really into? I think that those are the major ones. The Pokemon, Zelda, Final Fantasy, Borderlands. Those are the ones I really actively try to stay up to date with. Handsome Galaxy 15 says, what would you suggest in terms for beginning YouTube for myself? I've answered this a lot in DMs. Here it is out on the channel. Here it is. Listen closely. I'm going to refer people back to this. What would I say for beginning YouTubers? First off, find your free editing software. Use free stuff and don't buy stuff just for this. If you have it, use it, but if you don't, there's plenty of good free stuff. Watch tons and 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 tons of tutorials and follow along for all of your editing software so that you know what you're doing. It'll make everything a lot more easier. Third and final thing, watch your videos. Watch your videos, compare it to who you like. Critically, critique yourself. What can I do better? And work on that. It doesn't have to be major things. It can be not saying I say way too much, and I'm trying to work on that. It can be stopping for awkward pauses to try and fill the gaps. It can be your editing. It can be anything. Each week, pick something and try to work on it for next week. Those 3 things are the most advantageous things that you can do for starting off a YouTube channel, in my opinion. So that's going to be tutorials on your free software, download free software, watch yourself. Those 3 things will do very well. Get on my level. I said, get on my level. 98 says, what games are you planning to do next after Red and Blue? I'm not going to spoil that just yet, but do not fear. Pokemon is still live and well. It's not just going to be taken over by Zelda. Once Zelda's done, who knows what's going to be happening with that? Will it start immediately after? That's a good question. I may or may not have already had something in the works as a series, but I'm not going to spoil that. You'll find out with that soon enough. Shubes Gaming, what were you thinking at 0.01? Or is it 1 second of the video? So I'm going to tell you guys right now, I am an absolutely terrible YouTuber. I'm a terrible Pokemon player. I'm a terrible Zelda player. I am terrible at video games and technology and most things. And I was in such a hurry to get it up because I wanted to get it up before too late that I didn't edit it correctly. So that was me. And I was thinking, how do I want to start this video out? So up next we have Talmai, what is your main motivation to record videos? You guys, do you have any tips for starting channels like me? Also, can I send you fan art? Would you want it via Twitter or DeviantArt? Okay, so we got a couple questions here. Let's start off with the beginning. Motivation to record videos. You guys, absolutely. I love doing it. I love playing games. I wouldn't do this if people didn't like it. If a year later, I still only have 1 sub and it's just my wife or one of my friends, then I wouldn't do this anymore because it's a lot of work. It is. It's a lot of fun. But it's even more fun when you guys support it, when you guys comment, when you like, when you share, when you tell me what you like, what you tell me what you didn't like, what you tell me what to see next, or if you're excited, if it made your day better, if it made your day worse. I like interacting with you guys, and that's what keeps me going with this. Any tips for starting channels? Yes, tutorials. Watch yourself. Watch your own videos. It's not weird. If you like it, if I like one of my videos, I like it. And I like most of them because I put a lot of work into them. I click the like button. I don't care. It puts it up on Twitter so more people can see it. And I think that I do good work, so I want to share that with people. Watch your videos though. And if you find something you don't like, try and fix it. Twitter, tweet at me. That's the easiest way for me to see it and easiest way for me to print it. Instagram's pretty hard for me to print. I don't know why, but Twitter. If you have fan art, I absolutely love fan art so much. I collect it all. I wish I would have read ahead these questions. Read ahead so I knew the questions so I could have my little portfolio of fan art, but I don't have it on me currently. Up next, what made you want to start doing YouTube? I thought it would be fun. Like I kind of touched on with, this is Piker Power. I saw Shady Penguin doing his Let's Plays. I ended up watching a bunch of Let's Plays, and I thought that it would be a lot of fun to try out. I didn't know if I was going to be any good at it. Still don't know if I'm very good at it, but it's a lot of fun, and you guys seem to be enjoying it, so I'm going to keep going for, as long as I can for now. What do you use to record, edit, and what microphone do you use? This is another good question to answer here on the channel. So what do I use to record, edit, and what microphone do I use? So to record, I use my Logitech camera. The software with that, I use Audacity, and I use OBS, and I use my Elgato. So depending on what I'm recording, that's the Audacity is for my voice with my microphone, which I use a Blue Yeti. I don't know. For what I like it, I do. I don't know what I was trying to say there. I like the microphone. I have a, C92 920 Pro webcam. I have an Elgato, and those are the things that I use to record. The OBS is for emulator playing on my computer, and the Elgato is for HDMI on the TV for the gaming console. Did I hit everything? Record, edit, yep, and then, for recording or editing. Jeez, I can't speak. Lightworks and GIMP. GIMP is like a dumber version of Photoshop. It works pretty well, but it has a pretty steep learning curve. But if you do the tutorials, you'll get the hang of it, and it actually works pretty well. And Lightworks, I would suggest looking for something else besides Lightworks, but for now, that's what I'm using. Up next, we have Heracross Knight. I've been here since you were fairly small. Your growth has been amazing. What do you think is the main reason for that? I know hard work and stuff, but is there anything else that might have helped you? I'm blessed to have you as a friend. I'm blessed to have you as a friend, Heracross Knight. Love to do a project with you in the near future, maybe. Oh my gosh, am I spoiling too much? Thank you very much, first off, for being with us for so long, and me being with you as well. But hard work, that's it. I'm just kidding. So, a couple things that I like to do that I think have helped a lot with my growth. I advertise a lot, and you probably know that if you are subscribed to me. I do it on Twitter. I ask people to check out my channel. I do it on Reddit, where I post new videos on different Reddits. I do it on Facebook. I do it on Instagram. And once people come there, a lot of times for the first time, hey, I'm here from Instagram. Hey, I'm here from Twitter. I comment back and I ask them a question. Now, the reason I do that is because it engages them, and I feel like if I can build a connection with somebody, it'll keep them around. So if, Johnny Seven Toes comes and says, hey, cool video, and never checks it out again, that's it, that's that. if he checks out a video and isn't going to come back, and then I say, hey, thank you so much. What games do you like? Do you like Pokemon? Do you like this game? Are you a Pokemon player? And then he gets engaged and we start talking. And then he'll come back because he wants to talk again, is my train of thought. And it's not like trying to con people. It's I've always tried to answer all of the comments and questions that I get. And this is a way to kind of build on that, to build a community. Because ideally what I want is you guys to talk to each other. I would love that if you guys could build a community where you guys come back and you know each other, you talk to each other, you can just kind of go over what's going on with you guys. So those are kind of things I've done. Like I said, marketing yourself and commenting to keep people engaged, because people will show up and people will go, but if you get them engaged, I feel like they'll stay. Up next, we have Rollout Gaming. What are your goals to be reached at YouTube? Honestly, I never thought I'd get this big, so I don't really. My next goal is 2,000. Just hit 1,000 not too long ago. I'm ready to hit 2,000. After that, it'll probably be 5,000. After that, 10,000. Those are just kind of the steps I think of in my head. Like after 5,000, I wouldn't. And I don't even know if I'm going to get that. Maybe I'll stop at 1,500 and not grow any more after that. I really don't know. I'm just having fun. My main goal to be reached on YouTube is just to produce good content. If I could make this a career, that would be amazing, but I don't expect that to happen. But yeah, that's kind of just the goal, is to make good videos and kind of just get to the next step. Keep pushing forward, and as long as I'm striving to get somewhere and I'm working closer to it, I'm happy. So that's that. We got Miss Namikaze, have you ever found a shiny Pokemon? Would you ever start shiny hunting, or do you not like to shiny hunt? I would like to shiny hunt eventually on stream, but right now I just don't think I have time to do that, to dedicate to looking for a Pokemon and streaming at that. It's kind of hard to do. But first shiny Pokemon I ever found was a Golbat in like 1999 or 2000 or whenever Pokemon Gold came out. I found a shiny Golbat in Lugia's cave, so that was pretty cool. So we got Porygon Arcade. How does it feel to make hundreds of people, including myself? Thank you so much. First off, it feels great. That's really the reason that I keep doing it. If everybody's like, you suck, like don't do this anymore, why do I even bother watching your videos? I wouldn't do it. But a lot of you guys say like, hey, your video made my day a little bit better. I think you're really funny. Yo, it was so funny when you lost this Pokemon and you screamed like a little girl, and you probably still are a little girl even though you have facial hair because your mustache hasn't grown in fully. But no, I love making you guys happy. I think that's the whole reason that I keep doing it and keep trying to grow. Because if I wasn't, I would just play games by myself. I'd probably get mad at them, but I could play through a lot quicker and I could get more gaming in. But no, I like making you guys happy, and that's why I keep doing it. Juicy Pineapples, if you could make a cooperative video series with anybody, regardless of sub size and so forth, who would it be? That's a good question, and I've kind of thought about this. And on one hand, the instant reaction is to say, oh, I want like Shady Penguin, Nappy, and Shofu, and all these people who just have huge sub counts, so it'll grow my sub count. But at the same time, the way I think about it is, this is not a career for me. This isn't a career move. I'm here to have fun. I would want to do a series with a person or people who have been supporting me and I've been supporting them, who I've talked to, who I've got to know, because I would want to kind of, build something together. You know what I mean? I'm all about community and crap like that. I know I probably sound like a broken record, but I think that'd be cooler to go ahead and, lift each other up as opposed to just being hauled, dragged along by somebody who's already established themselves. So I would say with people I know. Yeah. How old are you? Side Effects Gaming. I am 107. No, I am 24 years old. I was born in March of 92, so I am an old man to still be playing Pokemon. What is wrong with me? I'm so old. I got back problems. I'm going to get my wisdom teeth out in about 10 minutes. So yeah, I'm 24 years old. Thank you for asking. Nin Blaze, what is your favorite anime character? I feel like I am Luffy. Like, I feel like I have the Conqueror spirit inside of me. I also kind of feel like I'm a Jinchuriki. And I might be the savior of Earth also, but I feel like mostly I am the captain of the Straw Hat Pirates. So Luffy is my favorite. Thank you for asking. What programs do you use for recording? I use Audacity for my voice, my Logitech webcam for my face cam, and I use OBS for emulators and my Elgato for, what's it called? Console. Okay, I'm going to mispronounce this one. Pauline? We're going to go with Pauline. In your Pokemon Let's Play, what's your favorite fan art? My favorite fan art is all of them. I absolutely love them. I don't have a favorite. I'm not going to sit there and critique them because of the amount of talent that people put into it. If people take the time to make me fan art, I absolutely love them. It can be a stick figure of me. I wouldn't care. I think that's so cool that you would draw me, that you would animate me, that you would create me in some way, or not just me, but what I do, what I've done, what I've created, and replicate that into something else. I think that's so cool. So if you ever have fan art, tweet it at me, send it to me, snail mail it to me. I don't care. I will love it. I promise. Hunter Weavile, what is your favorite Smogon tier? My favorite Smogon tier is probably going to be OU. I think it's a lot of fun because there's so much diversity in it. You can kind of get away with things here and there, but it's the level of it. There's so many different levels. Like with some of the other tiers, it's kind of like an all or nothing kind of thing, if that makes sense. Like you're either not good or you're good, which isn't the case with me. I'm kind of in between with a lot of them. So I'm going to say OU. Serdum Kenna. I'm sorry I'm mispronouncing your name. Can you play Pokemon Light Platinum or Floral Skies next? I'm not gonna spoil what I'm gonna play next, but have faith that those will one day eventually be played if they're not next. Anthony Loves Japan says, what are your top 3 favorite grass Pokemon and why? What are your top 3 favorite fairy Pokemon and why? Fairy Pokemon, not in any order. I have this one though. Mimikyu, Mawile, and Gardevoir. Bang! Done with that one. Grass types. That's a hard one. Without thinking about it too much, I'm going to say Venusaur. I love me some Venusaur. Superior. And let's see. Who else is a good one? Maybe Breloom? I really like how Breloom looks. And I want to use one eventually in a Let's Play, but I haven't had the chance yet. So thank you for the questions. Why? Oh, why are they my favorites? I always liked Mawile, and I was so happy when he got a Mega Evolution. I was even happier when he got Purple Pants. So, yes. Mimikyu, he looks really cool. Flawless, oh god, is my wife's favorite Pokemon, and I absolutely love it because I've used it in just about every Let's Play that I've had. Grass Pokemon, Venusaur, the OG. Gamabunta is what I named mine from Naruto, but I love him. Superior, so cool with the eyes and everything. And then, Breloom, he just looks so cool. I like mushrooms. I don't know why. So that's kind of why that. Waldemir Alkrund, I'm thinking is how you say it. I'm sorry. Man, I suck now. Do I want children? Yes, eventually I do. I'd like to have 2 children. Don't care if they're boys or girls. I just want to have 2 kids so that they have each other to look after each other, play with each other, not be lonely. And I grew up with one brother and I thought it was a pretty good situation. And my wife seems to agree. Gamerman200, will you play Pokemon Mystery Dungeon series? As of right now, I don't think I'm going to. I might eventually later in the future, but right now I have so many Let's Plays that I want to do first to kind of establish this channel still that I don't have that planned in the near future, and I'm sorry if that's your favorite game. Mr. Bagon says, what's your favorite movie franchise? Movie franchise? Harry Potter. I am a Harry Potter fanatic. My wife and I both are. We watch them like almost every night, honestly. We just put them on the TV and fall asleep to them. But I love Harry Potter, so I'm gonna go with that. Matthew Warden, how long have you been married? I started watching, you started Red Nuzlocke, so I haven't been subscribed for too long. If you said anything about it. Also, do you plan to do randomized games in the future like Gen 3 or Gen 4? So we'll start off in the beginning. How long have I been married? Almost a year. My anniversary is in September of last year. I've been with my wife for, let's see, December of 2010. So almost 6 years we've been together, and we got married last September. So thank you very much for asking about that. She always loves when you guys ask about her. Do I have any plans to do a randomized game in the future like Gen 3 and Gen 4? Absolutely. I would really like to. The reason I did Red was without doing like the 721, I want to get the essence of each game. So we will do each game eventually. Okay, so here goes a more serious question. Not about me, but about advice that I'm going to try my best with. I'm really sorry if this isn't the answer that suits your needs, or if this is, I'm no professional. I can give you an outside opinion, and I'm going to try my best. But let's jump into this. Pokedude Aaron. My parents have been going through a divorce since August, and I need help. I'm really upset, and I need an outside opinion on how to handle it. Can you help out a bit? I'd love to. Also, can you show my fan art? I already have. It's going to be on, if this doesn't go up before Wednesday's episode. Monday I was getting my teeth out, and I just couldn't that episode. I had to pre-record it a while back, but it will go up, absolutely. Now, as far as your question, to start, I am no professional, and honestly, I have been completely blessed to have an amazing set of supportive parents who are still together, so I don't know exactly what you're going through. I don't have that experience, but I do have experience with dealing with things that are upsetting and life-changing, and it really sucks. It really does. I'm very sorry that this is happening. But there's a couple things that I think will help in any situation like this. The first thing is going to be to talk about it. I know that a lot of people, bottle up their feelings and stuff like that. Don't do that. Please just don't. It's not smart. The first thing I would do is go to your parents and say, listen, look, hey, I know you guys are going through a divorce. It's, you know, I know that's not going to change because it's not your fault. That's another thing you need to realize that a lot of people don't. And it gets oversaid, but it's really not. A lot of people think, oh, if I would have done something to... It's not always about you. Go to them. Say, I know that you guys are getting a divorce. I know it's going to happen, but I'm just really upset. I'm sad. I am not, how do I deal with this? Talk to them about it. And your parents will help you out with this. And if they don't, you send them my way. Twitter me, email me, snail mail me. They will support, they will try to comfort you, because it's not, they're not doing this to spite you. They're not doing this because of anything you did. So talk to them about it first and foremost. Find an outlet. I think that's a good way, whether it's watching videos, whether it's, one of my outlets is working out. I think it's a great way to relieve stress. Talking to friends about it, just hanging out with friends. Don't avoid it, but find an outlet for it. If, going on to Smogon and starting over on the ladder and just whooping on some people who don't know what they're doing is a good way for you to vent your frustration, do it. If it's watching videos and laughing, do it. If it's, working out, in my case, where I'm able to physically exert that anxiety, that frustration, that anger, do that. But find an outlet, because that's what's going to help you. That is what's going to help you get through it. And find people who care. Surround yourself with people. Surround yourself with positivity. Okay? I would hope that the community that we've built here so far would be supportive of you. I don't know that everybody looks at the comments, but I don't think anybody would ever put you down for saying, I had a bad day because of this. I hope that they would be the type of people that would support you and say, things will get better, because they will. How to handle it? Everybody handles things differently, and I know that sucks as an answer, but it's true. So, find an outlet, talk to your parents, talk to your friends, and, deal with it. And not deal with it in the sense of, you just got to deal with it, but don't just push it to the back. Don't just keep suppressing it. Work through it with people. So I hope that was the answer that you were looking for. If it's not, I'm really sorry. If I can try to help any more, please let me know, because I try, I try to answer all the comments I can, and I'd be happy to try and give my 2 cents even more. So, thank you for all the support. Really, PokeDude Aaron is an amazing, amazing subscriber. He's always so supportive, and I'm really lucky to have him. So if you guys see anybody who's having a bad day in the comments, please support them for me. That's just my favorite ask to you. So what's up next? Gaming FFC says, who inspired you to do YouTube? A lot of the bigger PokeTubers were really the ones that really got me really interested in doing it, I suppose. And then my wife really gave me the final push by getting me all the equipment that I needed to kind of get started, and facilitated getting, like, my brother got me my Elgato, my dad got me a mouse, my brother got me the webcam. So it was all kind of like a group thing, but my wife was really pushed me into doing it, which I really appreciate. Quirky Turtle says, do you play the Pokemon games on emulator? If so, which emulator do you use to record? I use Desmume and Visual Boy Advanced as my emulator. Lindsay Morrell says, Broski, are you going to be doing a Sun and Moon? And if you are you going to do rival battles? I would like to, if I can get a capture card for the 3DS. As of right now, I don't have one, like I mentioned earlier. But I would like to eventually. I just don't know if I will have it right for the start of the release of it, I suppose. So for now, I'm probably going to go with no, but eventually I will. Luke Pixelman says, 2 questions. When did you and your wife meet, and what's your highest CP Pokemon on Pokemon Go? My wife and I met we started dating in December. We met June of 2010, shortly after I graduated high school. She was actually the manager at a coffee shop that I applied at and eventually got hired. It'd be pretty awkward if she didn't hire me and then we ended up dating later. But no, she was my manager at she was my manager at the coffee shop, and that's how we met each other. And that was way back in 2010, middle of 2010. Highest CP Pokemon on Pokemon Go. Honestly, I don't even know. I haven't played it since the second week it was out. It really just wasn't for me. It's a cool game, definitely. I really appreciate what it's done for getting up and getting active, but it's not for me. Waldemir Alacron says, what kind of Pokemon trainer would you be? I would probably be, honestly, I'd be a swimmer, because I only catch water Pokemon. I might be a fairy girl because I love fairy Pokemon. I feel like I'd be an ace trainer or a veteran. Probably a veteran because I am kind of old and I've been playing Pokemon for quite a while. So one of those trainers, I don't know exactly which one. Travis Plays, Gangster Joey says, would you do a studio home tour? I would. My studio's kind of studio, quote unquote, office is pretty simple. It's a high table. It's just my computer chair here. I got my laptop, my second screen. Maybe at some point I'll do it once I get a little bit more formal of an area for myself. But right now it's pretty simplistic, I would say. Leo Castle says, do you have any pets you would like / would you like to own any, and how did you and your wife first meet? So yes, I do have a dog named Sophie. She is a beautiful Shih Tzu Maltese mix. I also have 2 guinea pigs, Peruvian guinea pigs. They have long hair. And more animals? No, I don't. I think that's all that I really want for right now. I love dogs. I always have loved dogs. Not really a cat person. I like cats. I do. It's just I like dogs more. I mean, everybody has that preference. It doesn't mean you don't like the other. But how did my wife and I meet? She interviewed me for a job. I applied at a coffee shop, and I got an interview, and that's where I first met her, way back in 2010. So Effect Spore says, do you pour your cereal or your milk first into your bowl? I actually did a if and only if for Pokemon Red about that. I pour my cereal first because you never know how dense it's going to be and how much the milk is going to come up. So there's a life lesson for you. Mr. Bagon, would you rather be able to fly or breathe underwater? So fly. I'm going to go with fly. Breathing underwater would seem really cool, but I think the novelty would wear off, and flying would just be so convenient. Like, yo, I'm going to go to work and just take off. Al Rage says, hey, Mikey, I've been watching your vids while I was at Great America / Six Flags. Thank you so much for the support. I really appreciate it. Marks Hill. So, Mikey, do you and your wife plan to start a family in the future? Well, we are a family. No, of course we do. As of right now, we are I'm still finishing up with school. Want to get a little bit more situated before we jump into the youngins. But yeah, eventually we do. Absolutely. Thank you very much for asking. Corey Balwoo, I would love to know your favorite video game of all time. Favorite video game? That is hard. Probably going to be Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. It is, and especially, I keep thinking about it for what it was at its time. The side quest, the adventure, the openness, the puzzles, the role-playing aspect. Amazing collaboration that really went together well. Excuse me. And I really just love the series. We have Retro Gaming. Would you ever do a fan meetup in Sydney / other places? I'd love to do a fan meetup if that is ever the case. I don't travel too much, but that would be fun if I go to events or something like that in the future. And it looks like that is all of the time that we have for today. That is all the questions, I believe. I hope I answered everybody's question. If I didn't, I'm really sorry. I did not mean to. I tried to just go straight up the list. So get out of there. Don't you be trying to drink my tea. Don't you be trying to drink my tea. So thank you guys so much for 1,000 subscribers. It means so much to me, and just the fact that you guys come back day after day, week after week, and watch my videos, show the support with the likes and everything like that. It really makes doing YouTube a lot of fun. I can't wait to catch up with you guys for another 10K special, something like that, 5K special, where we can do something else fun like this. But for now, I'm gonna go ahead and peace out, and I'm gonna catch up with you guys next time. See ya!